Wondering what Camas, Washington has to offer and whether it's really just a suburb of Vancouver or even Portland, Oregon? We will review the Camas downtown area, its local history, the housing options and opportunities, places to recreate, and seasonal activities. Get ready for the Camas, Washington deep dive coming up next. Hi folks, I'm Scott Spiker, home specialist working in Vancouver at Front Door Realty. This YouTube channel is all about regional area housing, living, working, playing, and anything else that constitutes the lifestyle of the Pacific Northwest. In this episode, we will be checking out the small town of Camas, Washington on the Columbia River, just east of Vancouver, about 20 miles northeast of Portland. At 75 feet above sea level and situated in the eastern portion of Clark County, the city of Camas is home to approximately 24,000 residents. Established in 1883 as a mill town, it has evolved to include fine dining, novels, shopping, art galleries, and other services that still maintain its historic feel. While in Camas, you may notice purple flowers painted in various places. These are Camas lilies, the town's namesake. The flower comes from the genus of the asparagus family and thrives in local prairies and meadows nearby. The abundant plant was a main food staple for the early Native Americans of the region. Look around each spring and you'll find meadows of purple flowers blooming in the local hillsides of the nearby Lacamas Park. Camas history is steeped in manufacturing, as can be seen by the local industrial building, the Georgia Pacific Paper Mill, situated on the town's southern border and originally conceived by Henry L. Pittock, owner of the Oregonian newspaper. The mill was created to supply newsprint for his early journalistic endeavors. At its heyday, it employed more than 2,500 people. Scaled back today, it still makes paper towels and employs about 170 folks. Even the local school mascot, Joe Papermaker's The Mean Machine, reflects the town's culturally embedded industrial past. Living in Camas means being part of a highly engaged community of people who care deeply about the town and work together for the betterment of local business and a small town lifestyle. According to the Camas Chamber of Commerce, one of the main reasons people move to the area is because of the well-funded public schools. Another reason people are locating there is Camas' thriving downtown area, which centers around Northeast 4th Avenue in its attractive core with thriving entrepreneurial spirit. But the outlook wasn't always so bright. Back in the mid-20th century, town folk recognized that they were facing an uncertain future brought about by the construction of freeways and mall shopping culture. Because of this, Camas radically changed its direction by making pedestrians a priority and developed a socially intriguing town center consisting of beautiful large oak trees, stylistic street side lighting, various outdoor gathering areas, and historic buildings with quaint little shops. One of the signature historic downtown buildings is Liberty Theater, which has been serving local patrons for years with movies and entertainment. Originally built in 1927, it opened when movies were still silent, so they used organ music to set the mood for various movie scenes. Fire gutted the theater in 1994, but the Farrell family, who still own it today, completely refurbished it, maintaining its historic 1920s feel. Probably the biggest community celebration occurs each summer during Camas Days, a weekend get-together including a parade, street vendors, and evening beer garden with live entertainment. The Camas Farmers Market is also very popular, happening summer into fall. Another interesting pastime in town is the Bronze Bird Tour, consisting of 14 bronze metal sculptures nestled throughout the downtown Camas area. Most of the art pieces were created by Washington artist Georgia Gerber, who also worked on sculptures in both Portland and Seattle. Some of the bronze birds are easy to find, and others are a little more challenging. Typically, Camas has a host of other seasonal activities throughout the year. But like many other areas, much of that has been put on hold now because of COVID-19. For the latest, be sure to check with the Camas Chamber of Commerce and/or the Camas Downtown Association. As far as recreation and outdoor fun goes, Ocean beaches are an hour and a half distant, with mountains and peaks available in all directions, many just over an hour away. Regionally, there are more than 60 miles of trails, paved and unpaved, most of which offer lots of opportunities for exploration. Some great hiking can be had locally at Lacamas Park, where you can spend a few hours or up to a whole day wandering in nature. There are many excellent regional hikes as well if you're willing to drive a bit. Two that come to mind are Falls Creek Falls and Coyote Wall Direct, both just to the east and slightly north of Camas. Water sports are also popular at nearby Lacamas and Round Lakes, with the adjacent Heritage Park renting paddleboards and kayaks as options for cool summer fun. The whitewater enthusiasts will have to trek a bit further east to the White Salmon River. Once there, you'll experience a fantastically beautiful canyon with thrilling drops and rapids for both kayakers and rafters. Many of the regional and local parks have play areas for children, barbecues and other family amenities, with open hours from approximately dawn till dusk. Heritage Park also has facilities for launching boats into Lacamas Lake and includes numerous long parking stalls to accommodate vehicles with trailers. The town of Camas is built on a series of hills, so no matter where you look, territorial views of mountains, rivers, or lakes are the norm, and in some places you'll be rewarded with all three. Other parts of Camas are still very rural, mainly to the north, where small farms and ranch homes date back to the arrival of the earliest settlers. Neighborhoods and homes in Camas are spread out with several small subdivisions and enclaves, each with a distinct feel based on the individual home building era. Many small turn-of-the-century homes exist near the mill and were built for workers to walk to work when that was the norm, but you'll also see a smattering of modern-day townhomes and condos. Single-story post-war and traditional homes are a little further out, built on the hillsides above town. Many of these mid-century homes still have great walkability, being close to the city's heart. Newer modern and custom homes were built in areas subdivided from the 1990s onward, with some of the more expensive premier properties being built on the south shore of Lacamas Lake. Camas is a bit of a commute from either Portland or Vancouver, but if that isn't a daily occurrence, its likable small town vibe and friendly local population make it well worth the consideration for a visit or even a longer term stay. If you're curious about other regions of the area, then check out the video link options below for more in-depth info. And if you like this content and want to see future posts on housing, recreation, and home tips, then pop that subscribe button and don't forget to click the bell to be notified of fresh videos. Until then, I will see you in the next episode.